Should you quit your job to trade watches full time? When should you quit your job to trade watches full time? Does it make sense to quit your job to sell watches full time? Those are the three topics that we are going to be discussing today. It's hard to tell you whether you should or should not quit your job without knowing what job you're working. If you're selling watches as a side hustle, I fucking hate that word, a side hustle or a hobby, and you're pulling in $2,000 or $3,000 a month in straight pure profit after shipping expenses, gas expenses, tolls, if you're driving to meetups and stuff, and you're working at Target making $2,000 a month, then yeah, you should quit your job and you might as well just focus all your energy and efforts into selling fucking watches. If you're a medical doctor, pulling in $350 a year with benefits and shit like that, and you're selling watches making $4,000 or $5,000 a month, maybe you don't want to quit your job to sell watches. Maybe this is something that you want to do on the side as a side hustle or a side income. Build a page, answer some DMs, when the nurses are handling somebody and you have some free time.
The nurses are handling someone.
Yeah, the nurses are handling the guy. You can answer a few DMs. Hey, how much is this watch? Oh, I got this watch available. So, Target employee, and you're making the same or more than what you're making at Target selling watches, then yes, quit the Target job. Medical doctor, selling watches, making $4, $5, $6 grand a month, don't quit the job just yet. This brings us to our next topic of the same topic in the same video, which is, when should I quit my job? The answer is when you're selling watches or you're trading watches and your income from the watches is far greater than your income of your job, then yeah, you should quit your day job. There's exceptions to this, obviously. Let's say you're a cop or a firefighter and you already put in 19 years, you're on year 20, and you get your pension after 20 years, you're making maybe, what, 8 to 10 grand as a firefighter or a cop, right? That's accurate.
Yeah.
That is accurate nowadays, right? That's what they make. You're making 8 to 10 grand as a firefighter or cop, and you're making 8 to 10 grand selling watches a month. Don't quit your fucking job, please, because you're working on that pension. Why would you quit? That wouldn't make any sense.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. You just get a job at Merrill Lynch last week. Your starting salary is $70,000, but you've been trading watches for 4 years and you're already making 12 grand a month selling watches. Why would you have even applied at Merrill Lynch?
Yeah, that doesn't make much sense.
It doesn't make much sense. So you kind of have to, in order to know if you should quit your job or when to quit your job, you kind of have to have common sense, right?
Yeah.
This leads us to our third and final assessment of the question, should I quit my job and when I quit my job. We're on the should I quit my job to sell watches full time. Now, let's say you've answered all our other two questions and you've answered yes to both of them. That means you're ready for question 3, which is, should I quit my job to sell watches full time? If you want constant anxiety and diarrhea 24/7 and you want to completely ignore your family at all times of the day,
Some depression.
You want to spend $300 a week going to therapy. You want the constant ups and downs, not knowing if you're going to make rent the next month, then yeah, quit your job to sell watches.
Or if you're gonna get robbed on a day-to-day basis.
Oh yeah, not knowing whether or not you're going to get robbed, shot and killed in the back of the head, taken from the streets. Everybody thinks you purposely left, but you're actually dead in a ditch somewhere. The only pro to trading watches is you might make some extra money and your social life will get a lot better and you'll meet some cool people because you're constantly around richer people. If you want to create a bad relationship with your accountant, if you want occupational freedom, if you want to be your own boss, realistically, on the days that we're not in the city, how much are you working?
Not much.
I think I work maybe 45 minutes a day.
30 minutes a day.
I might work 45 minutes a day when I'm not in the city. When I'm in the city, I'm fucking hustling.
I work from my bed.
But when I'm on my phone just chilling, watching Netflix, just chilling, I'm on my phone, answer a question or two, and then at the end of the day, you have to stop by here, grab the FedEx. Maybe that's the extent of my work.
Yeah.
But other than that,
most stressful part of my day is fucking make sure a video is ready to upload it.
Most stressful part of my day is to make sure I ship by 8 a.m.
That's also very important. You ever not shit before 8 a.m.? And then you have to wait all day to ship?
No. I've been pretty on top of my schedule. Obviously, most of the video we were fucking around, but yeah, there were some serious points in there. If you want to buy, sell, trade watches, legit check, price check watches, if you're new to the watch world, a veteran to the watch world, join Vookum Verified, 20 bucks a month, you know, and you can figure it out yourself whether or not you want to quit your job.